So who else can't sleep? God, it's awful for me. Um, I find myself sleeping no more than 4 hours at a time. How you doing, everybody? I'm producer Mike, and I appreciate you tuning in to this impromptu stream. These just can't sleep streams are going to be impromptu because I don't know if I'm going to be awake at this time or not be awake. I considered doing a morning show. Movement, right? The morning movement. That was the original name of the damn show. Whatever. So yeah, I'm glad you guys are here, especially LB Sicko from Sicko Entertainment. Holy shit! It's not Wednesday, or is it? Wait a minute, is it Wednesday? No, it's Thursday, because Wednesday is the Mike, right? We'll get to the chat in a second. I'm peering ahead. Eddie, of course, you've got your notifications on, so appreciate you being here. I got my Red Rum sweatshirt. Actually, I got a Red Rum hat too. Got my Red Rum sweatshirt on. Got my hat. All sorts. I got everything. But anyway, yeah, welcome. And I've got, I prepared some things, right? It's not just going to be, you guys staring at me. I'm going to try to. Jay pointed this out when he would watch the movements back, that I'm not smoking enough to facilitate an entire show. He counted like maybe 3 rips out of me, and I should be doing one every 5-6 minutes. I mean, if you're really gonna do the numbers out like that and be efficient. But our friends at Velocity Restorations continue to be incredibly supportive. We're going to be, hopefully, I hope I will have it done in time. But I am working on an ad. Like if Velocity had reached out to me and said, "Hey, producer Mike, we need an ad to run on local television here." Boom. I think I'm just going to do one. And I've already started it. They didn't give me any footage. Eddie did. Eddie's given me plenty of stuff to work with, to be honest. But there is stuff out online, and I'm just going to put something together, put some fruity music to it, phone number, website, 30 seconds, maybe 45, and we'll see what happens. Not unlike the Atlas ads, the epoxy floors, So anyway, though, shout out to Velocity Restoration. Shout out to the Weber household. Your support means everything to us. So thank you indeed. Now, I did mention that I've got stuff. It's not major stuff, but it's stuff nonetheless. I thought maybe we would visit some live cams. I was thinking, fuck that. I mean, we want to know what's happening right now, right? That's what that's the lane I decided to stay in. So I've got some various shots. This is Harry Reid International Airport. We are looking at appears to be flight N399. Is that a Southwest? No. Hawaiian Airlines? Who the hell knows? But anyway, the tracker has this one coming in from Honolulu, coming into Las Vegas. It appears to be in the right position, right? Coming in for a landing there. Outstanding. So anyway, we'll take a peek into that from time to time. Maybe there's an aircraft that piques our interest, and we'll see what's up there. Some additional shots that I have. I'm trying to do my production as best I can here, but without a guy. This is in Thailand, I think. Yes, Koh Phangan, Thailand, and these folks are enjoying their lovely time at the beach. I think this time of year it's important to visit areas of the world where Armageddon is not necessarily occurring. I mean, y'all on the East Coast just got fucking pummeled. There was a massive storm that came in, and then there was like a backdoor storm right after, like a bonus spin. The spins you make on a slot machine right after you hit the bonus. You got to give it one more time, see if there was a back to back there. But anyway, yeah, a lot of people wearing little to no clothing. I can dig that. Ooh, frisbee. Got some frisbee going on. So anyway, we've got some beach stuff. We'll peer into that from time to time. And I got a couple more, believe it or not. Our friends, we visited this on the Jessup show from time to time, but the Elbow Room. The Elbow Room in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, they be jamming right now. There was a band playing earlier when I was setting up stuff. They will probably return. But yeah, we've got folks that are enjoying themselves in the warm weather. They're bouncing. You got to put your hands in the air like you just don't care. All that is happening at the Elbow Room, and I'll be peering into that from time to time during the stream, and hopefully we can find some drunkards acting the fool, acting the fool. And then finally, we will visit into there wasn't a whole lot going here. Let me just show you what screen I have. This is basically a independent journalist in Los Angeles who kind of tools around. Dad Gone Live. Check him out on YouTube. But apparently he's parked and he's resting. He's parked and he's resting. So I don't know how often we'll hit this. Again, it's just not a lot of heavy activity in LA on a Thursday night, which is bizarre. Can't believe that's the case, but you get what you get. And then I don't know how often we'll go to this. I don't want to piss off the folks at PCL by any stretch of the imagination. But my Thursday nights are generally reserved for this man. This is Perry Caravello. I'm not going to play the audio. Again, this is going on live right now. I'm just very thankful that you're here watching me, because I can't believe everyone isn't watching this guy like right now. He is in his kitchen. Again, Perry Caravello live on YouTube. He's in his kitchen right now, and what has happened throughout the stream is he's been getting food orders delivered to his door, just random shit that fans send him. And so what producer Tom is making him do is he saved all the food because he couldn't eat it all. He saved all the food, and now he's blending. Oh shit! Sorry. Is this? I haven't got this up to. Right. Okay, so he's in his kitchen and he's putting all the food that he didn't get to, like he samples everything that comes in, But then Tom's got him blending whatever was remaining into a smoothie, and I imagine he's going to make him drink this monstrosity. He was sent, I believe, McDonald's. There was some crawfish. I think there was a chicken sandwich. Oh, a burrito. There was a burrito involved. So all that stuff's in there. So he's going to pour that into that bowl right there. I'm not gonna spoil it. Oh, again, I guess I don't have you all the way there, do I? Yeah, there it is. Yeah, so this grossness is going to be, it's going to be epic. It's really going to be epic. But that's Perry Caravello, ladies and gentlemen, and what we're hoping to do, right? Because I've touted this a few times. We've got a brand new show coming up. It's going to be the first Friday in March 6th or 7th, I think is the date. The Retreat, and it'll be starring the Colonel, and We want the Colonel essentially to be our Perry Caravello. He's pretty much proven that he certainly has potential, and I'm certainly looking forward to seeing what the Colonel has in store for us. Now it's going to be all the Colonel all the time. I am going to shut my mouth. I've said this 100 times. Not too particularly fond of being, Mr. Talent Guy when I have these, interesting little ideas for shows. After we get the retreat going, I've got another show that I haven't even reached out to the guys yet, but William from Sicko Entertainment and Wheelchair Rick, they're both, they're kind of music. They're well adapted to the tunage, and I have an idea for having those two cats host a program. Early development. We've been waiting on Wheelchair Rick. He's been getting a brand new mouth, and I believe it's been installed at this point. But just a matter of how often he's gotten those choppers working out for him. But I can't wait to see him. They're probably all nice and white, right? Nice white teeth. Like Mr. Clean. Every time you smile, you'll see this little glimmer of light coming off his teeth. I think that would be mint. And I believe Wheelchair Rick has the mental fortitude to work on the lighting. You don't want your mouth to be, overtly causing photonic mayhem. So anyway, like I said, we do have a chat. It's a live chat. So if you are watching this live, by all means, fire something in there. But anyway, we've got, like I said, LB Sicko Entertainment. Make. Whoop, 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 whoop. Party, right? I did make a coffee drink. I ran out of whiskey, though. So all I got is the eggnog liqueur. And man, you got to pump a lot of that into your system to get anything fucking done. I think it's 13.9 or 12.2. I mean, it's more than 5.9. Right, Keith? But anyway, I'm a big fan of eggnog tasting stuff, so it is what it is. What it do, my boy from Eddie Weber at Red Rum Live? Actually, let me ask you a question there. Like, I know Sicko Entertainment, right? So his handle is LB Sicko ENT standing for entertainment. And then you've got Red Rum Live. But what do you do live, Eddie? Do you do anything live, or is it just this? That makes sense. I guess that would make sense. You just use this to respond to live comments, which I guess I can dig it. I'm on a new season of It's Just Music. William writes. Know any good artists? Send them my way for an interview. Do I know any musicians? Let me kick that around. I may. I actually might have somebody in mind from back home that might be interested. He's a drummer, though, and drummers are douchebags. But in any case, you lose audio when you have the other screen pulled up. Fuck. You mean this one? You can't hear me anymore? Is it this one? Am I out now? I can't be heard? Got a level. Fuck. All right, well, the show's all about audio. The channel's all about audio issues. I'll work on it. All right. It sounded like you still had it with the airport, but not the beach shot. Huh. Learn something new every day. Never mind. Disregard think it was a problem on my end. You know, Eddie, you are taking your hat off. Don't make me take this fucking sweatshirt off, Eddie. All right, Sicko, can you hear him right? Okay, let's just pass my audio issues. Crawlface! Crawlface is in the house. Crawlface, as you know, he's been in a lot more chats lately because he's high on fentanyl. And I think once you develop that nice, solid fentanyl addiction, you can't be stopped. Can't be stopped. Anyway, he's feeling better, glad, but the drugs haven't put me down for bed yet. For bed yet. Sure. I miss him. How's he doing? I'm assuming you mean Wheelchair Rick? Or you're not talking to me? You might be talking to somebody else here, Elbow Sick. Mainly just as a format to be able to interact live. Yeah, there you go. See, I was right. Eddie uses this to do live shit. We got you loud and clear. That is wonderful. I can dig that. 9 ways till Sunday. And yeah, I appreciate that, everybody. So there you go. There's the chat. We'll bounce in it. We'll bounce in and out. I've got other things written down. I mentioned that my sleep is terrible. That's why this show is happening. Oh, I could say this. I may bring in a guest from time to time. I'm not going to do it on the debut show because I want to level set what exactly happening here. Because first of all, this show may be on every Thursday. It may not. We will never be on Monday, Wednesday, or Friday because we do not want to go up against Unbound with Jay Morales. We're not going to... Look, our numbers suck already. We're not going to go against that juggernaut on a Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Though I think yesterday he was supposed to be on, and I looked for the show, and nothing was there. So, unprofessional. So anyway, just can't sleep. Planning some travel coming up. I need to get my ass to a jurisdiction, if you will, where I'm allowed to enter DraftKings fantasy sports. In the state of Nevada, it is banned, and that it being DraftKings. They're keeping the monopoly that they have on the gambling thing. So they've effectively banned DraftKings from Nevada. So what I had planned on doing was just getting my ass onto a bus. Greyhound fucking bus. I mean, doesn't that, just saying those words is painful. Absolutely flippin' painful. But, you know, I got to keep the costs down. I am planning on entering, about $100 worth of contests. So I got to take that $100 and then start adding my travel costs, which it'll be, all right, I got to Uber to the bus. The round trip, that's probably going to be about $50. Then the bus itself, I've got choices. I can go to like Barstow, California or something. And I think I can get that round trip for like $80. There's Kingston, Arizona. I can get there. Right. And so I'm, juxtapositioning and whatever. But man alive, it's a fucking bus. It's a goddamn bus. And I just, whatever. So anyway, as I was explaining this to Crawlface came up with a brilliant idea. It's uber brilliant for me. He missed out on his Vegas trip, so he's got some leftover travel funds, and he suggested, "Hey man, how about if I just fly you out to the Carolinas? Hang out for a few days. We could make some content. There might be. Oh man, check out that girl in the green there, the turquoise. Oh, that fucking hero is in the way. Oh, there he. Oh yeah, a little ass slap. That's what I'm talking about. All right. So yeah, get to to the Carolinas, right? And DraftKings, good to go. Absolutely good to go. Maybe even that might be even content. Bring up the fucking screen, right? Do a little drafting. Give you guys a little heads up on how producer Mike does it, and then the end of the year we'll see how awful I did. You know. So yeah, so that is that's actually going to have to be coming up. Crawlface did call me earlier today, but I was asleep because it's really a crapshoot. Anywhere between 9 a.m. and 3 to 4 p.m. local, it's a crapshoot on whether or not I'll be conscious. But you know, it is what it is. All right, culture break. Ooh, yeah. This strain is called jealousy. Jealousy, jealousy OG. Ah, woo! Good times. Okay, so yeah, pretty cool thing, right? So hopefully this comes to fruition. We Crawl and I actually talked about road trip while we're even there. There's this place called the Cherokee Creek Boneyard Casino and Resort Facility in I don't know, Containment, Florida, Cantonment, North Carolina. Uh, so big casino. I saw some videos on it. Beautiful, and you know the slots got to be a little bit looser than they are here in Vegas. So yeah, man, Jackpot City, Jackpot City, New Jack City. That's what I was thinking. I was like, it sounds like a movie, and I'm like, I think it already is. I don't know. All right, so yeah, a little bit of travel, a little bit of DraftKings, some content. Could be exciting here, and it'll probably happen. Maybe not in the next couple weeks, but certainly, probably sometime in March, early to mid March, something like that. Stay tuned. We talked about the retreat with the Colonel. The Colonel. I tell you, he's well, you guys know, and I think you're going to find that this cat right here is going to be the latest star to come out of the gate. The brutal phone calls I've already had with this gentleman are proving to be a bit fruitful. I'm trying to corral him a little bit. I've told him, listen, dude, be patient. Be patient. We're going to have a call. We're going to talk about everything. We're going to get everything lined up. We're going to make sure your background looks good, have a nice set in the back. Maybe we put an American flag up there or some shit. All this crazy stuff that we're planning for the Colonel. So not going to take too much of your time, because the Colonel, you got to take the Colonel in doses, but we're looking for 30, 45 minutes. We're going to involve the chat. As a matter of fact, we're going to involve the chat more than any other program that we've had. We literally are going to expect y'all to keep the Colonel on his toes, remind the Colonel of things, because I can't. You're not going to hear my voice. You may hear it right at the beginning, when I go something like, "Hey, blah blah blah, this," and actually, yeah, something along the lines of live from the great state of Illinois. Please welcome Joshua Bartholomew, Colonel Douchebag, Drummer Guy. And then that'll be about it. Colonel takes it from there. I've got a system in place where I can keep him on track. Basically scream and yell at him. But I'm not going to be broadcasting. This is the Colonel, man. The Colonel's hosting this thing. All Colonel, all the time. The retreat, March. Let me get the right date. I'm pretty sure it's March 6th. I had to change it again due to scheduling conflict. Yeah, the 6th of March. Not the Ides of March. I think that's the day before. Or maybe the week after. Or maybe not. I don't know. I didn't take freaking Latin. So yeah, that's coming, and it's going to be hot, y'all. I'm actually looking forward to it for many reasons, because first of all, it's going to be easier for me to do this job. As you can see already, I got to stop talking. You know how hard it is to talk about a thing, whatever that topic is, and then use this fucking thing to move around. Oh, yeah, turquoise. I like you. Wow. So the elbow room, I think I want to go there. That might be a cool thing. Maybe I stand right in the middle of the room there, and I face the webcam, and I could be on a phone. And that means I need another fucking producer that's got shit going on. All right, I need to get one of you clowns to go down to the elbow room on your phone and tell us what's going on down there. Because obviously none of these people are currently watching this program knowing that I am making that request. Turquoise. I think that's my new favorite color. It is a form of blue. Blue is my favorite color, and turquoise is certainly in the genre. Whew. I do like that. All right. Apparently, over in Perry Caravello land, I guess he got most of it on the floor. That's not good. Ooh. Yeah, it looks like he got it on the floor there. Yeah, this is going to be a must-see episode. Go back and watch it from the beginning, folks, tomorrow. PCL, I mean, they really have got an outstanding product over there. You get about easy 10 to 12 hours of content minimum every week. As a member, like I am, credenza level, you get bonus content throughout the month. The Monday... right? The Monday stream, that you can only watch live, but you can watch it, after the fact if you are credenza level. Oh, look, they're wrapping up right now anyway. So, yeah, after you hang out with me for a little while, you can check out, PCL. You're welcome. I'm swear to God. I mean, I was in a movie with this guy. Of course I think he's cool. Speaking actually of the Wild Western, we could talk about that for a brief second. There's no new news per se. Let's go to let's just go to Fort Lauderdale, because this chick's hot and she may have tequila, and you know what happens when tequila gets involved, right? So, I announced it a few weeks back. The Wild Western has been completed. What I can tell you that's relatively new is there is going to be like festivities that's open to the public. You got to buy a ticket, of course. But I will also be sharing with everyone, if the mood strikes you and you want to be, you're looking for some unique entertainment for your hard-earned dollars that you all are contributing to the economy with. You may find yourself wanting to take a trip to Austin, Texas, possibly late spring, early summer. That's kind of where I'm ballparking it, but of course we're still waiting on the producers to get everything set up. Not only will it include a movie premiere, which you will see the great Perry Caravello. It also stars the Reverend Bob Levy, the great producer Tom Brennan, Garrett Savage, Hollywood Jim Gray, William Hung, American Idol fame, William Hung, is also in the film. There's nudity, a lot of gay jokes. It's gonna be a film. It's gonna be a film, and I'm in it. Producer Mike. I mean, come on. What else would you possibly need? So anyway, if that strikes you as something fun, I'm going to keep you apprised of the news. I'll let you know what some links are. You can buy. I think you'll have the opportunity to buy a ticket to just the premiere if that's all you're interested in. But they're also considering a comedy showcase where Austin, Texas, where you may or may not know, has had a big surgence in the comedy world. They basically are considering themselves the capital now. Joe Rogan opened up himself a club down there, which I believe was the old Alamo Theater. I think it was one of the old Alamo theaters. I think Austin has a couple of them, or had a couple of them. Alamo East, Alamo West, something like that. And then he gutted it out, turned it into a top-notch comedy venue. So yeah, there's plenty of comedians in the Austin area. We just need a small handful of them to just know who Perry Caravello is, I think. And yeah, so possibly some big names would be involved with that. So if that's something you're interested in, keep your ears peeled. Whatever my first show that I'm involved with, once I get the news, so it could be announced by the Colonel, because that show I'm not going to be talking. So if I have news, then I'll just give the copy to the Colonel and let him read it, and we'll see what happens. Boobs. So yeah, there you have it. The Wild Western. Again, I think spring. I don't know. Could be summer. Could be the fall. For all the fuck I know. They just seem to think it's going to be sometime in 2026. I hope it is, since we've been waiting for this thing for quite some time. It seems like forever ago that I was in that damn film. So, but good news that the film has been completed, and yeah, fun. All right. Am I missing anything? The band's back. Looks like we've got some sort of Midnight Oil cover band. Whoever they are, the rhythm guitarist appears to be in agreement. The Bert Kreischer looking guy just seems to be nodding his head. Yeah. Yep. I am playing this guitar. Uh-huh. Yeah, these people are lit like the menorah on the 8th day. Look at this. Look at the dude right there in the middle. White top, white sneakers. I am not convinced that individual is standing on his own. You know how it is where you think you got it. You think you've got yourself steady, but your arm is around someone and you just, you're not grasping at their clothes, but you got a pinch going just to give yourself that slight reminder that in case you go down, this is what's going to hopefully save you. Hopefully save you. Is there any audio in this? Let me see if I can get audio. Nah, no audio on this. That would have been kind of cool. All right, let's visit the chat. I'm sure we've got plenty of engagement. And again, thank you. kindly, everyone, for popping in and saying hi. I would say that your engagement helps the algorithm, but I'm not, because that sentence doesn't make any friggin' sense. I hear people saying that constantly. That makes no sense. How are you assisting YouTube's algorithm? You giving it a back massage of some sort? No, 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 no. What you're really saying is your engagement, okay, will tell YouTube's algorithm that you're cooler than you really are. That's what it's saying. I can't tell you how many, and it's gone to generations. Like, the millennials started by saying it, and then no one corrected them, and now Gen Z is saying it. No wonder they're never going to own a house. I mean, did any of them? I mean, do they even know what an algorithm is? I probably think it has something to do with their frickin' birth sign or some shit. All right. Fentanyl, because why? LB Sickle says fentanyl, because why be alive? Yeah, you got to be careful, man. You got to take it in doses and be careful. But Crawlface is a professional. Red Rom. By the way, the Red Rom Mustang is sitting at a staggering $340,000. So Eddie, drop the link in the chat there, so William or Crawlface or whoever can head on over there and throw down a down payment. Red Rom, laugh out loud, bro. You don't need any more fentanyl. I don't think you need more fentanyl. I think it's more want more fentanyl. But stay away from that, kids. Nasty stuff. Nasty stuff. LB Sicko, they look like school teachers that got drunk once a year. Yeah. I can't tell you how many times I've tuned into this particular stream, and it appears that some sort of conference is going on in Fort Lauderdale. And of course, it's the world famous Elbow Room, right? It's like going down to the Keys and going to any of the bars that Jimmy Buffett mentioned in any of his songs, right? Internationally known, even though it's a dive like this. And then you've got, Dr. Sanjeev's here. And right, yeah, you get the woman sitting there that's obviously some sort of school teacher on winter break, hand in the air, like she don't freaking care, right? The whole thing's going on. Oh, Bubbles! Lawrence Welk show shit going down. Then you got the tennis pro. Oh, shit, I'm sorry. You guys can't see shit. That's why I need a fucking director. You got, well, now the bubbles are basically gone. But yeah, tennis pro, right? All the way to the right there. He has taught tennis, at least at one point in his life. And we got Love Brewing, and then Dr. Sanji's getting a consult. That lady's doing the wop wop Gangnam Style. Wah, wah, wah. Slapping herself on the side. I mean, a lot of stuff is going on there. It doesn't look like a song is playing. So I guess everyone is trying to get a vibe, grabbing your boobs, trying to get a vibe, So it's a personal vibe going. Everyone looks like they're arguing, though, That's what I love about these. You don't get any sound, and people just appear to be screaming at each other because, obviously the music's loud and whatnot. So you kind of, it throws you off because, there's a lot of alcohol being consumed, and you're just hoping that two of these motherfuckers are going to throw down. And even if they take it outside, you still got a pretty good chance of seeing it. Someone could get tossed over those golf carts out there. God damn, that would hurt. I feel my back getting wrenched right now. Imagine getting thrown back on that bar. Ugh, I wouldn't get up for weeks. I'm soft. I'm very soft. All right. I told myself I'm going to go 2 coffee drinks for this show. And so the first one is almost down to nothing. So I'll try to be, well, let's just, I'll try to be tactful when I'm making my my next drink. Maybe what I'll do is because you know what? Let's test this out because I think I do have audio on. I think I have audio on one of these. It might be the beach shot. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Sounds like someone's running a generator, though. How can you possibly be enjoying yourself in this beautiful scene and some guy is running a generator to keep the ice blender going? Don't they got like a Tesla battery or something? Those don't make any noises, right? Well, this is out of hand, right? We can't have this. That noise is only acceptable on LB Sicko Entertainment's channel when he's doing the bye bye go sleepy sounds, which I hope to God he did because it was my idea. He just had that one time where he just kind of kept streaming and it was just this sound, and I'm like, man, if you just blacked out this screen, I literally would listen to this all night long. My sleep requires, like, what I'll do is I'll get like a nice, imagine like a Starship Enterprise sleeping quarters, you know, that really deep, howled out, almost like Darth Vader sounding, and just have that be steady and very, very low toned and decent volume. So I've got that going. And then I like something little on the tinnier side. So I'll have an air conditioner sound or a server room. A server room's got the fans going, which and you just get that in there, and then I've got them on multiple TVs, right? So I can adjust the audio on each, and I get a balance in here every night. That's absolutely perfect. Occasionally, I'll go with a third. It just depends on what I'm in the mood for. Like maybe just add some rain. The way rain sounds like when you're sleeping in a tent, you know, those pop, pop, pop raindrops. Fantastic. A little thunder, light thunder in the background. Not too loud and not that crispy, crunchy thunder, because that'll just wake me up out of a sleep. But a nice rolling thunder. Fantastic. So that's just a long-winded way of saying, shut the goddamn blender off, you know? But anyway, I'm glad these people are having fun. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little jealous. I think I need to plan a vacation. I really, really do. Haven't been in a cruise for quite some time, and Carnival tends to throw me some pretty decent deals. You know, even a free cruise from time to time, which fantastic. You know, I'll take a free cruise. I generally want you to gamble, and I like gambling. I know I'll do it, but cruise ship gambling is, I mean, you are really, I'm talking slot machines. But yeah, you're really taking your life in your own hands doing that. My MO is to figure out what your budget is, which normally is $100 a day for me. You know, I don't want to go too crazy. So if it's a 3-day cruise, $300, there's your budget. Now, I don't know how true it is. People swear by it. I've never, got confirmation. But cruise lines have control over all their technology. And it is said that they decrease the house edge on slot machines at the beginning of a cruise. So there's plenty of people going to the casino, putting their quarters in, and getting 3 quarters out on a more regular basis. Psychologically, to people who aren't gambling, they're like, well, if everyone's freaking winning, I can win. And then by the time they get in there the next day or the day after, guess what? Only the house wins. Or in this case, only the ship. Only the ship wins. So you got to be careful. Like I said, I take that $300 and I basically spend it on the first 2 days. Generally by lunchtime on the second day, casino life has been cut drastically. You get the core gambling in. If you find yourself up a few $100, all right, grab 50 and go each subsequent day, but only spend about, maybe $15, $20, and then done. Just to give them a little taste, just to let them know you're still on the boat. That's it. The trip to North Carolina, on the other hand, hitting the Cherokee Spa, Trail Run Creek Casino and Barbershop, we're going to be hopefully making bank. Absolute bank. Way better odds than on a cruise ship, even from the frickin' beginning, I'm sure. Okay, so I'm going to take a big hit of this, and then I'm going to make another coffee drink. Maybe what I'll do is I'll turn the music up a little bit. I found another copyright-free channel. Actually, Elbow. I'm looking at the Elbow Room and trying to say LB Sickening Entertainment at the same time, and it's not easy. It's not easy. So I need music. Basically what I need is ambient music. Can you do that? Like, could you what if you did a song that was about 4, 5, even 6 minutes, instrumental, a lot of the funky, the drum sounding things, and cool beats. I already talked about cool beats. Cool tones. Just something that could be smooth in the background. Okay, I'm in the market. I mean, I can't pay for it, so I don't know what kind of market's available. But I tell you what, though, if you do come up with something, I'll literally, like you see how, like producer Mike is like right here, right? Well, I'll put something way down there at the bottom, and it'll say, hey, LB Sicko. Just like, maybe I'll do it just like MTV did. R.I.P. MTV. And how you line it up, and then you put the album, right? I'll come up with some funny album name, or you come up with a funny album name, or maybe there is actually an album that it's on, and maybe we should just be accurate. I'll do all that shit. Not unlike Copyright 2026, elbowroom.com, Elbow Room Band Cam. I'll line it right up like that. Just at the bottom, it'll say Arista Records or some shit. Oh, crap. Now I'm getting McAfee warnings. What's this one all about? Thank you for choosing McAfee. Keep your computer safer and cleaner with a scan. I am quite certain that would just drop the stream immediately. All right. So this pause in the action is brought to you by Velocity Restorations. Trying to waste time. And I'm going to go make a cup of coffee, and I'll be right back. Enjoy the Elbow Room. So I think the stream's going pretty good so far, Mike. All right. Yeah. Think it's going good. No, nothing heavy. Crawlface even showed up. I mean, he never shows up to anything. He either has to be involved, or he doesn't want anything to fucking do with anything. A little on the selfish side, if you ask me. But what the flip ever is basically my opinion about everything. Who cares? Got sunny beaches in Thailand. You got people partying in Fort Lauderdale. You have flights coming into Vegas. It's a fucking great show. This has just been a brilliant, it was well planned, organized, thought out. I just wish I was tired, man. It'd be nice to sleep this time of night. Yeah. It is what it is, right? Wish I had some fentanyl. Kind of nice to have right about now. Not a lot. Just enough to say that something's changed. Something's been updated. All right, coffee update. The coffee is finished. You pop it in the microwave because you really do put a lot of eggnog liqueur in there, and it really does affect the temperature. I like a hot cup of coffee, you know? Not something that tastes like it's been on the kitchen fucking table for the last 3 hours. Somebody forgot it. All right, coming back to the set. See if I can remember to do my transitions. So I just started watching. I'd seen the movie before, but it's been a minute. The movie Oblivion, starring Tom Cruise. I have not seen it. Oh, thank God. I just saw I got a message from my bank telling me that I no longer have $1,800 in my account, and I'm like, why? It was a bill payment. That's my mortgage. Got to understand, not a whole lot of avenues for me to pump money back into my account. Jesus. Ugh. Being on a fixed income is nerve-wracking. I don't know how these retirees do it. All right. So yeah, Oblivion. Sounds like there's some sort of mind. I mean, it's sci-fi, so I'm a big fan of sci-fi films. Stand by. People need to remind me not to, every once in a while, just fire it into the chat. I'll go back to the chat again, but if you just fire in there that I'm not getting high enough, I'd appreciate it. Oh, Jesus. Oh. Oh. I hope I don't spit this out all over my cool red Rom sweatshirt. man, the work involved. Put on one of these things, my friends. All right. Went through my topics. Second cup of coffee. We're coming up to the top of the hour. I honestly thought I'd have more material, but we'll figure it out. Oh, we got making out. Oh, those two are gonna fuck later. Front and center, sucking face. Hell yeah. All right, so I don't know what song they're playing, but there's a lot of the hand gestures going up and down, up and down, up and down. It's almost like they're aware of the song, right? They've all heard it before. And they're all putting their hands in the air like they just don't care at the same time, it appears. Almost like it's choreographed. And of course, these people, unless indeed they're all, I mean, looking at this, I mean, there's a guy in there with a fucking suit jacket on. You know, giving off Governor of Indiana vibes. That dude is totally on the Epstein list. Yeah. This isn't good. What? Oh, man. I can't take my eyes off that guy now. I wonder if I can zoom in on this. Can I zoom in on this guy? No, I don't think. Does this get bigger? Oh, yeah. It'll mess with the size of the screen. Actually, I think I already screwed it up. Oh, no, that's fine. All right. So if a fight breaks out, suit jacket guy is the first to run with every ounce of his energy right out of that bar. If something goes down, he's leaving. The dude he's talking to with the it's one of those zip up sweater things that obviously doesn't fit him. I can't tell if he's having a conversation with the guy and they're both agreeing with each other violently, or they're dancing. It could be one. It literally could be one or the other. Like, I agree, we should probably do that with the next fun fiscal year funds. Yep. I think you guys could go down farther. Looks like you have gone down farther. All right, I'm going to lay off these guys for a while. Yeah, all right. I guess I have had enough of this, a 9.8 liquor, old-fashioned eggnog liqueur from 2 stars. I mean, we're not even talking, high premium stuff here. 2 stars is the name of the frickin' brand. Can you imagine calling yourself that? We are 2 out of 5 stars. Enjoy. Yeah. Well, anyway, I bought it by the gallon. I bought 3 bottles of it because shortly after the new year, I made an order and from Total Wine. Total Wine's if you don't have it in your area, they're quite, I think they're quite established. So, but anyway, they deliver right to your door and stuff. And they had this eggnog shit, like this gallon 2-star eggnog for $8.99 for the whole gallon. So I'm like, all right, give me 3 of those. That should last me at least through the spring. And So far, so good. I'm through one, and I'm just past half on the second, and I got a full one to go. So it's going to be a good spring here at the lake. Very, very good spring here at the lake. All right, this guy's agreeing with the band. Oh, the band's not even playing it. Oh, the band's done. The band is done. So all of these gyrations we're seeing now are either just kind of an echo. It's kind of an an emotion echo wave that's going over the elbow room. And they're just getting the rest of it out. Or there's loudspeaker, and they're currently doing either I Want to Be Sedated, or it could be some of that crap from Dua Lipa. It could be anything. Actually, probably not Dua Lipa. It's probably something, because it's Fort Lauderdale. It may be, could be Jimmy Buffett. You know, it's probably a little bit more rocking than Jimmy Buffett. These guys are, because again, there's a lot of sharp elbows going, and Jimmy Buffett tunes are more soft elbows, more of this, and these people are doing this. You know. Is it cold in Fort Lauderdale? This guy looks cold. I mean, that's a ski jacket, no? Man, there's so many unanswered questions here. I'm glad I have a full cup of coffee here because, oh yeah, yeah. Grandpa there is really, really bundled up. For you ASMR fans. Well, it looks like ski instructor just got there, so because he went right to the bar. I believe that bar is there with Phil Rizzuto there, and LB Sickening's second grade teacher. So this guy there you go. See, he's getting his beers. I think these guys just got there. So you got. I think it's basically, this guy is retired, from Maine to Fort Lauderdale. That's where he lives. And the dude with the glasses is his autistic grandkid visiting from Missouri. And so he's down for the long weekend, right? And Grandpa Nana has passed, years ago. So they decide they're going to go to the elbow room. Grandpa likes to get his swerve on, and we'll call him, he looks like a Jared. We'll say Jared's probably got his sag on. So you got Grandpa with his swerve on, Jared with his sag on, and it's only a matter of time we're going to start seeing sharp elbows from these guys. Ooh, actually, it looked like Jared's got to go to the bathroom real quick. And shit, I lost Grandpa. Where did Grandpa go? Did he pass out? Did somebody fall on the ground? No, those people, that was volunteer. All right. All right, well, we could go back to suit jacket guy. God damn, he looks like Bob Maxim from Channel 30 News. He's a weather guy. Shout out WVIT. Oh, I think he's still there. It could be somewhere else. I don't know. Haven't really been following up on the local television personalities of the greater Connecticut area. I couldn't even name you one here in Nevada. I don't have traditional cable television. I've got what the HOA provides through my very basic dish fiber account. So it's all included in my HOA. And actually, for the longest time, I didn't even I didn't even look at it. Like, you know, I had Amazon and I had YouTube. At the time, I had Paramount and I had all that stuff. I had long cut the cable from. I'm a cable cutter from 2016. 2016. So I am celebrating my 10th anniversary this year. So that's fat. Oh, Blue Jean Girl. Looks like her name would be Janice. She looks like a Janice. Nice. Cool. Okay. So cut the cord. Oh yeah. So I one day I turn the TV on and I go to the actual dish fiber section, right, with all the great channels and or I shouldn't say great channels. I should say with the channel listing, right? So I'm in that screen, and now I've got the channel guide up, and now I'm scrolling. Okay, I must have been scrolling for and I'm not even exaggerating. I had to have been scrolling for minimum 2.5, 3 minutes. Right? I'm suggesting that there was 2.5 to 3 minutes of content, and I'm still going. Okay, of what I'm going through, and at that particular juncture, I wasn't even actually looking at each individual channel to see what it was. I literally was looking for a local network channel, whether it be NBC, CBS, what have you. And I'm deep now. I'm looking at channels that are starting at 4,000 now, and I'm seeing they're of course, some decent channels. I'm not gonna lie. Movie channels, nothing on demand though. Right? You have to catch it, which means you're gonna have to find out. Really, your only option is to scroll it, because I don't know. Maybe I guess there is a website you could go to and look ahead to see. Hey, what's fucking TRVV movie channel playing this week? But no, so I get all those. There's a Star Trek channel. There's a lot of channels that are just really, they zero in and focus on a particular theme, but no local TV, zero local TV, music channels. They've got like Fox News, but it's the Fox News satellite channel thing, and CBS has got one, and CNN I think was one of them on there, but it's their curated content specific for it might even be specific for Dish. There might have been a Dish little thing in the corner, so maybe it's a deal between Dish and whatever. So it's just, again, there's just nothing. There's nothing really for me there. I'd really have to dig severely deep into what I have right now, which right now I'm just solely YouTube and Amazon Prime. Those are like the only two I have. I paid the extra $15 or so for premium, YouTube Premium, not YouTube TV, but YouTube Premium, and it just, I don't like the ads. I actually dealt with the ads. I actually didn't have a major issue with the ads, considering I wasn't paying for it. Okay, right? YouTube is free. But what became a problem was about 10 years ago when my sleep became a real problem, and I needed quite loud, white noise, or like I talked before, the noise I like to have when I'm sleeping. And it's not fun to have a patio enclosure ad coming while you are sleeping at like 89 volume. Scares living shit out of me. So yeah, I'm like, it's worth the $15 a month just not to have the ads that wake me up in the middle of the night. And I get scared. You just got to watch out for these coffee drinks when you run out of whiskey, because normally I would just put, a few splashes of the eggnog in, and then a good solid shot, 2 shots, let's be realistic, couple of shots of whiskey in there. And that would be enough to give it the bite. It doesn't sweeten it up too much, right? But if you want to get, the aforementioned swerve on, you got to put a lot of 8.8 or whatever the hell it is. Next time I get up, I'll look at it. In the drink in order to get, something done. Or otherwise you got to rely on the indica. Oh. All right. I see suit jacket guy, sweater that doesn't fit guy. Oh, they made 2 new friends. They got camouflage t-shirt guy with his blue jean jacket around his waist. That totally makes this guy's name. Yeah, he's a Chad. Nice job, Chad. Here's another dude who's this guy looks fourth grade teacher. I'm talking about the white shirt guy. He's not dancing more than more. He's just maintaining balance, and that is his only job, and he knows it. He knows his only job right now is to stand, and that is taking a lot. See right there, we almost had a major issue, and we had to get the tap of understanding had to be used. Have you ever had to use the towel? Tap of understanding. It's when 2 dudes. You don't even have to necessarily have the torsos run into each other. Your feet could accidentally touch, and the appropriate Dana White. The appropriate gesture is to turn, acknowledge, and then just do the tap on the back there. Anyway, we'll do a movement on Tao. I've changed my mind. That's not a. Her name is more of a Tammy. Black top. 1978 kind of stay-at-home mom haircut there. Maybe not 78, 73. Let's go 1973 there. I bet you if she put her hair behind her ears, she'd have some Carl Yastrzemski sideburns going. Oh, see, another towel. Baseball hat, had to give towel to suit jacket guy. Not that suit jacket guy was going to do anything. I'm surprised suit jacket guy didn't just frickin' turn and run. Not gonna lie though, I am liking this crowd. They don't have much longer though. We got 10:15, 11, 12, 1:15. So we got 45 minutes until the closing bell on this party. I think that's what we might do. I think that's what we'll do, folks. We're gonna see if we can make it another 45 minutes, and we'll watch these clowns put the stools up. Just general tidying around the bar. So stick around. We'll push each other's stools in, shall we? Oh no. Suit jacket guy's doing the Elaine. He's got the thumbs out. Oh no, dude. Have some self-respect. Yeah, this dude's totally on a business trip because his wife isn't. His wife is minimum 3 states away. Oh, all right. Let's get stoned some more. Oh shit. Oh yeah, I do have it over here. We can talk about this for a little minute. So I don't know if I did. I don't know if I showed this on the movement or not. I purchased the Ghost 2 from Dr. Dabber. It is a nifty little fits in your palm device. Very easy to maintain. Um, Nominally priced, in my opinion. And yeah, I'm enjoying this thing thoroughly. The only, honest to God, and they make it so easy to clean that what I'm about to say, and they're not a sponsor, by the way. Dr. Dabber is not a sponsor. They should be. They should be. The they make it so easy to clean that what I'm about to say really isn't that much of a complaint because there's literally a workaround, and that is it cleans so easily well. And that is after about, I'd say three to four, right? Couple, two, three. But around four, that's when you start getting little blockage. Now, early on, you can pretty much suck that blockage out and then continue on your way. But yeah, it's telling you that there's a problem. That's a problem we need to address here. But yeah, it's easy to clean the damn thing. I mean, this thing just pops. The top just pops. Shit, I shouldn't have done that. This thing is well packed with shatter, so it's gunked. So, but once it burns all the way off, you don't get the spider webbing thing that happens, and this mouthpiece comes right off, and you can just clear the zone there, or do a full alcohol cleaning, which I do suggest doing, maybe once a week or so. But you can get away with just sticking a stick through the hole. That's what he said, and cleaning it right out. I use a tightly wound Q-tip. So every time I pack this thing on my last hit, you obviously know when you need to repack, you give it a quick stir in there. And I've noticed I've been able to keep this thing basically pristine. No buildup on the bottom, nothing. So this thing is cooking along very, very well. And I enjoy it thoroughly. And the rips are very good. There's like 5 heating settings on it. It does have the dynamic heating where you can tell it, hey, every time I take a hit, it's exactly the flippin' same. You insane people that do that. So I don't know why anyone would do that. But anyway, yeah, you fire it up. I got to clear it though. It just started happening, so I will be cleaning this tonight. Holding it for 2 seconds, the button, and it will fire on. And then I hit the button twice for it to fire up. So now it is fired. And me, personally, I like to allow it to get through the preheat cycle, which is the red cycle. Once it turns green, like it just did, it's pretty much at temperature. Hitting the button to turn it off when I feel like I'm ready. Any afterburn. Oh. And a decent little rip from your Shatter. So that is the Ghost 2. One more look. One more look. Just one look. That's all it took. All right. Backup right fielder from the Yankees is making his move on second grade teacher. See if he can close the deal there. Looks like these two ladies here, looks like they just showed up, right? I hadn't seen them before. Blondie is dressed very Florida. Incredible. That's an incredible 1987's Florida outfit. Yeah. Aunt Carol wears that out on the lanai all year round. There's Bad Bunny. He's taking pictures. Or maybe video. Oh, yeah, he's doing video. He might be going live. Oh, I think he's on a phone call. You know, you don't really shake your head like that. Unless you were... Oh, wait a minute. Maybe he is... I don't know. Is he doing this? Is he posing? Dude. Oh, okay. That's definitely a phone call. All right. Yeah, isn't that interesting? Oh yeah, it's definitely almost closing time because who's this Rondo Dante? Let's call him Dante. Dante, the flower guy, is here. Oh, of course, phone guy is on him. Yeah, man, I'll take the rest. Did Yankee guy pay for it, or he's like, go fuck yourself? I'll have to rewatch the video. Velocity Restorations. You can reach them at 850. What is that? 466-1810. www.velocityrestorations.com. And a lot of Aunt Carol's soaking up the last 40 minutes or so of freedom on a Friday morning, right? I'm retired. I'm sorry. Retired. Not the other word you just thought I said. I'm retired. And I do not recall if today was... Yeah, so it's still Thursday here. Friday, East Coast, and Central Time. Central Time. Mountain Time, Pacific Time, Hawaii Time, Alaska Time, all that time. You guys are going to have to wait. All right, so Sweater Vest with the Zipper Dude is... He just looks set, right? I mean, does that guy look like... Oh, he looks like he's a meth. Oh, he's on meth. That would explain it. Yeah, this guy's on... Well, he's minimum he's on coke. Shouldn't be called the elbow room. Should be called the elbow room. Am I right? Again, can't tell if he's singing or having a conversation with these people. I mean, this could be a protest. You know what I mean? We want ice out of this bar. But sir, it's the only way we can keep the juice cold. I don't care. Ice needs to leave. Yeah, I think you need to leave. It's milking the big cow now. Now a regular cow. Oh God, he almost ate it. That would have been hilarious. I might have picked the wrong guy that is autistic. I think Jared was off the hook. He and Grandpa obviously went to a back room. Those guys were smarter than we gave him credit for. Yeah, I think it's sweater guy. He's either got that or, like I said, well, cocaine's probably a better. It's a better conclusion. So Aunt Carol there just put that flower. Is that in that flower? Did she just destroy that flower? It's just like she took the stem and the leaves are the petals are nowhere to be found. I bet you sweater vest or sweater zipper guy gave it to her and she just fucking destroyed it in front of his face. Crawl face. Yeah, what the fuck? This guy needs. I think this guy needs hip surgery. Suit jacket guy. It actually is kind of funny imagining that they're dancing to the to the background music I got going on right now. It's kind of like one of those quiet raves. Isn't that what they were called? Quiet raves or quiet clubs or something. So everyone's like wearing headphones. And then if you're watching this without wearing headphones, it's the like most ridiculous thing you've ever seen in your life. Oh, wow, look at the girl in the back there. She made out. She's got like 6 flowers. Huh? She better be selling them. No, they're hers. Oh, or his. Yeah, yeah. Deal sealed. Look, oh my God, awful surfer dancer is what is that? It's actually kind of worse than the Elaine. It's kind of like it's like yeah, it's not it's kind of worse than the Elaine. Elaine. This is more of a Gavin. Uh-oh, this guy's doing. See, there's the sharp elbows, but at least he's covering them up. And sweater vest guy is just you see this is like he's like his elbows they're out and the safety's off. I mean the lady there who looks like she could be in Wilson Phillips, she could take one in the mouth at any moment. Oh, looks like they're loading up. Are they loading up the trucks? Maybe they bust these people in from the hotels and shit. That's a possibility. It's been a minute since I've been in Fort Lauderdale. Is that a thing? I didn't. Is it a golf cart community in the sense that you can take them right out on the streets? Because I think Treasure Island. I used to live in Tampa. I think Treasure Island did that because you could just rent stuff, and then they've literally built lanes specific to these things. Hell yeah, load them up, bust them out. Boy, the elbow room's probably not going to have too much trouble getting these people cleared out. Stoned. Let's see. We could do a Velocity ad real quick. Velocity Restorations, www.velocityrestorations.com. If you got like a 73 Chevy Nova in your backyard that, still runs okay, but, you want to make it just not the Spanish definition of Nova. You want to give it a brand new definition. Well, Velocity Restorations, everybody. Velocity Restorations. Oh, I hope I set up the right one. I did! Nearly 500 vehicles delivered. The customer service. Their customer first approach has been proven. Nobody does it like Velocity. Give them a call or visit their website at www.velocityrestorations.com and have a chat with them. Cody, Eddie, I bet you they've got a Rick down there. If you get any of those, Rachel, if you get any of them, just lay it on them. Let them know what you want done. And, if it's good enough for... What was it? M9 mixtape? No. Why is his name escaping me? Post Malone. If it's good enough for Post Malone, I'm sure it is good enough for you. Can you imagine that ride Post Malone's got frickin' going on? The next movement is Tuesday, and we're actually having a special guest, Eddie. Eddie is actually going to be our special guest for the show to talk about Velocity stuff. That will certainly be one of the topics. I know a lot of the stuff that they're doing is top secret, so we probably won't get a whole lot out of them, but we'll see. We'll see. All right, so Crawlface was they gave him fentanyl in the hospital. They won't give him any more. I know that to be the case because they put me on tramadol. I bashed my foot that time around? Yeah, it was my foot. I bashed my foot, and I had to get that repaired, and there was quite a bit of pain because it involved the nail. And so they gave me like 4 days worth of tramadol, and absolutely no refill on that shit. Red Rom, by the way, Red Rom Mustang. Oh, we said that one already. They look like school. Okay, that we did. She get kicked out. Happy early Friday 13th. Yes, Red Rom, great. I like your show idea, by the way, Mike. Yeah, Red Rom, William, we'll chat. It really comes down to a matter of time. Because I can only do one thing at a time. So we'll I'll be in touch. Trust me. Eddie sent you a screenshot, but I'll try to find a real quick one. Yeah, we'll show those on Tuesday's show. That's what I'll plan on doing anyway. You sent me a ton of stuff. So what I'll end up doing, I think I'm going to throw everything. I'm just going to throw everything into like a PowerPoint and then just kind of try to get to everything. And then you're going to be playing games. Jay and I are shifting the focus of the movement to play more games. We're going to see if Battleship works this time around. And Connect 4, just because I enjoy kicking Jay's ass just so violently in Connect 4. Okay. Red Rom, Eddie Weber. That's going to be a father-son combo. MFers wearing a cardigan and the dude's in Men's Warehouse suit. Yeah. And he's still going. Look at this dude. This guy is still... it's amazing that he maintains balance like that. It's crazy. Yeah. All right. So let me get through this chat so we can get. I want to see how this guy ends his night. His finale is going to be amazing. Um, where's this bar? Yeah, it's the Elbow Room in Fort Lauderdale. And welcome back, Lieber Dezine. I've seen you before. I know. I think I guessed who you were, and now I can't remember. Nikita? I don't know. It doesn't matter. Well, it does matter. I don't want to make. I'm drunk. I apologize. Thank you for being here. Their Eastern time zone. Central doesn't get around Tallahassee, heading west. Think the bar's down in Fort Lauderdale. Correct. Topic question: what are we doing to make channel grow? Yes, great question. I think I've mentioned this before. I'm trying to lure Steve back in a capacity that, like, oh, hello, ladies. That is going to be on Instagram. Is that tennis coach? Creepy tennis coach? If that's his phone, are really 50-year-old dudes are still doing this? Just, hey, random girls, smile. Fucking creepy. Oh, I'm sorry. I keep doing that to you folks. All right, so you see those three chicks right there? Tennis coach is walking by him right now. Well, they just posed for a picture for that guy for his phone. I think they just, like, they've never crossed paths until this evening. And I mean, shame on both of them. Shame on the dude for even asking, because that's creepy. And shame on the girls for saying yes. You know exactly what that guy's going to do with those fucking photos. I banged these whores on my vacation. All right. Damn, why didn't the link come up? It worked that time. Yes. It made me a guest right once again. Yes, it's me. You guessed right again. Yeah, Nikita, my man. Welcome, sir. Did you happen to see it? There was a short that involved you not too long ago. I do still do the Steve Jessup shorts. I do those that I try to get them so they are. Oh shit! Sorry guys, I lost everybody. We lost Suit Guy. Well, Macarena Chick's still here. Hell yeah! And this guy's trying to suck some more face. I don't know. Yeah, I'm getting distracted. Okay, what was I talking about? Growing the channel? Yeah, I was trying to get Steve to come on, like a show here and there, and I will, like, announce it. It's not like I'm gonna tease you and go, "Hey, you gotta watch every show and see if he shows up." No, I won't do that to you. I'll see what we can do. The problem is that he is he's working a lot now, which is fantastic. That's pretty much why we had to end the show anyway. So he is on the road, blowing off my phone calls. I've actually called him twice and have not gotten a reply, but it could be because he's out of the country. He does the cruise ship thing, which may drag him to international waters. He finds himself back and forth, I think, to Texas or Georgia or something. And boobies, we enjoy that. We enjoy the stuff on the road. Yeah, go to stevejessup.com. I think he lists his tour dates there. And while you're there, buy a t-shirt. You know, support Steve. But yeah, we're going to try to get him back from time to time. And other than that, I suppose I could buy subscribers, but that makes me sick to my stomach even thinking about it. I guess that's what a lot of channels do. I'm not interested in doing that. Be here if you want to be here. I'm not going to give you money to be here. You know, I'd rather know that I suck than have like 7,000 people, 10,000 people, 15,000 people join your channel and not tell you you suck, but they're just there for me to just do this hobby. I'll do it. Yeah, not necessary. We're never going to be monetized. I don't have enough um, viewership to even get close now. So it's forget it. Anyway, so there's your answer. We'll have Steve here eventually. I think they've really. This has now become depressing here at the Elbow Room. We've got garbage cans being moved. Conor McGregor just moved that out, and that lady got all the roses. They must have just said, "Listen, dude, we don't want you in here selling roses. Here's $30. Give me the rest of your shit and get the fuck out." I think that's what occurred. All right. So with that being said, all right, well, we're almost done with this anyway. Let's take a look at some of the other shots before we get out of here, because hey, I mean, I did bring them up and stuff. Oh yeah, there's still some action happening in Vegas at the airport. Man, a lot of flights coming in from Hawaii. Another flight from Honolulu. Yeah, this is Hawaiian Airlines. I can see now that red thing is not a head wound. That is actually a flower of a Polynesian type on that woman's head. At first, I didn't know what it was, and I'm glad she's okay. We're moving on to a Southwest flight that appears to have already landed. Oh no, it's taxiing to take off. This might be fun, ladies and gentlemen. So this is leaving, obviously, Harry Reid International Airport at 8:28 p.m. That can't be right. It's not a fucking loop. Oh, fuck this thing. I know what the reason why is. Hang on. All right. I'm a little behind here. Let's see what we got here. All right. Did this just land? Yeah. All right. All right. Sorry. I'm sure we'll catch another one leaving. All right. This one, Frontier Airlines just landed from Atlanta. Here we go. Oh, no. This one just took off. Lame. That one's off to San Diego. I don't know. There's just a calming feeling I get with watching videos like this. You just kind of feel the sound. Here we go. Off to Baltimore. I've been on that flight many times. The red eye to Baltimore. Sail on. Sail on, my friend. Travel well, folks. We'll see you soon. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, a lot of activity happening at Harry Reid International. And back to my main shot so I don't show you too much of how the sausage is made. Oh, there's still activity on the... Oh, I bet you I'm behind on this too. Oh, no, it looks like I'm good. Let's go to Thailand. And back to the beach. Oh, yeah. A lot of people in the water cooling off. I see a lot of beers being drunk. Real thin guy with a tool. Looks like he's gonna whack something. What is that? Is it? Thought it was a piece of fruit before, but maybe that's a container or something. Grabbed his shoes, so he has them. All right, well, good for him. I actually dig this scene. Maybe Crawlface is onto something because I've told him several times that I wouldn't be caught dead out of the country again. But if you were taking me here, and you see that like hut thing all the way to the left. It looks like it's got a patio thing built up, like a deck on stilts and stuff. And then there's like this. It almost looks like a shanty, little small little house thing. If that's something that could be rented out, yeah, we would have to. I think I'd have to have the discussion. But getting me there would be such a hassle. It's not like I could fly coach on that flight. I mean, that's a monster flight, and I doubt I'll ever be able to afford a first class flight ever again. Actually, the only time I have flown first class twice in my lifetime. The first time it happened, I got upgraded because it was so funny. I was visiting my buddy Steve. He was living in Isle Morada, Florida, in the Florida Keys at the time. So I went down to visit him, and he worked at one of the resorts down there, and he hooked me up with a free trip to the airport. So he says, "Hey, just come down to the resort at this time. I got you a spot on the shuttle, and yeah, you're good to go." So the only problem was is that I had to take one that was, in other words, it got me to Miami Airport. It was a solid 6 hours prior to the flight leaving. So I was, so I had a nice day hanging out at the airport. So anyway, they allowed me to check in. So I checked in. They and I'm at the counter. Blah blah blah. Got my boarding pass. I go through security. I walk all the way to my gate, right? Which was not close. Okay, so I go all the way to my gate, and God is my witness. May have been sitting for 90 seconds, and over the loudspeaker, I hear, "Will American Airlines passenger producer Mike, please report to the American ticket counter." And I'm like, "Oh my God, I was just there. I was just there. What did I leave?" I'm like, I had my wallet, had my keys. So I get up, haul my stuff all the way back. Well, it wasn't all my stuff. I had my backpack or whatever, but I pick up all my stuff. I go all the way back to the ticket counter, and the lady says, "Oh, I'm so sorry, Mr. Hart. Your flight has been canceled." The flight has been pulled for maintenance. So I guess it hit its miles or whatever, and I was shit out of luck. So she said, "What we're going to do is, when we apologize for this, I'm going to have to get you on, like, my flight was going to be like Miami to Baltimore and Baltimore to Hartford, right? So going back to Connecticut." She says, I gotta have to give you a couple more stops, but on two of the legs, I'm going to be able to upgrade you to first class." And I'm like, "Leg away. Put me on as many legs as you want." So I ended up getting first class on two of the legs, which included it did not include the trip from Miami I had Miami to Atlanta, Atlanta to St. Louis, St. Louis to Baltimore, Baltimore to Hartford. And I had I had the first. It was the two, well, whatever it was. It was the two longest legs that I was able to get in first class, which was great. So I was very happy about that. And first class is all that and a bag of chips. So that was the first time. And then the second time, a friend of mine had a massive settlement for some medical thing that happened to him. And he got like this huge payout. And oh my God, look at girl. Oh, please. Okay, please let her be of age, because now I'm going to be embarrassed if she's too young. Or you know what? I'm just not going to say anything. That person decided that he was going to throw a trip for a bunch of us dudes in Las Vegas. Oh yeah, she's definitely old enough. So we got basically 5-star treatment, first class flights, 5-star resort, luxury room. Everyone had their own bedroom. It was fantastic. So yeah, those were the only 2 times I've flown first class. So the first time would have been in the 90s, the second time in the 2010s. So I'm not really on a good track record for flying first class. It is what it is. All right, well, that's the beach. Looks like we got to see a little bit of ass, which was nice. You know, sometimes you don't get that lucky with these live shots. What was our last one? Oh yeah, elbow room is like empty, so we'll skip that. And yeah, Los Angeles seems to be quiet. Oh, actually, this guy's on the move though. All right, he's on the move. Let's see if he's going anywhere. And try pizzodie.com. We'll give him a free plug. Chain, Cohn, and Clark, I'm imagining, is a law firm. And these are all friends of Dad's Gone Live. So after I bail out of here, probably in the next 10 minutes or so, if you want to catch a continuation of what the hell's going on in Los Angeles in real time, I suggest going to Dad's Gone Live. There's another channel I like. It's AXN News. And what they basically do the same thing. They basically kind of, basically listen to police scanners and try to figure... Someone at my door? Maybe something fell on the floor. Basically, they just kind of listen to police scanners and travel to wherever to find shit that's going down. And AXN News, ironically enough, they ended up getting arrested. So the Los Angeles Police Department jacked them up for filming them, essentially. So they ended up spending a little time in jail there, had all their stuff confiscated. They ended up all the charges ended up getting dropped because it was so First Amendment protected, and they ended up suing the Los Angeles Police Department. They got something like a $2 million. I want to say it's like a $2 million judgment against the LAPD because it was really egregious. Like, no one in their right mind would come to the conclusion that it was okay to arrest these guys for what they were doing. So they won, and the LAPD have to pay all this money. And the guy had a video out, which was so funny. He goes, "Oh yeah, this is our brand new van." It's got like TV screens all over the van. Yeah, this van was just pimped out for like TV shit. And they must have spent so much money. And they're still doing the same thing, following the LAPD and all this shit. And it's just like, yeah, the LAPD, in their infinite wisdom, literally funded this guy. Now this guy is never going anywhere. I mean, the guy's already rich, and he still wants to do this shit. And oh my God, it's so funny. Big van. I'm sure it's got AXN on the side. So whenever I'm sure the LAPD has been briefed. Absolutely been briefed. It's like, yeah, don't fuck with those guys. Unless you know for sure they are breaking the law. Ain't gonna happen. Well, anyway. Dad's Gone Live is getting a little late. This is it? We're just going to wait until the dining sets and bedrooms place opens up? Is that really... I don't think that's a thing. Well, I'm glad we're kind of wrapping this thing up anyway. All right, let's take one last look at the chat. Yeah, let's just look at the chat one more time here. All right, take a hit with Mysterious Vixen's here. Sweet. It's the first thing I saw. It might not have been the first one to go to, but hang on a second. Okay, hello. Okay, I'm taking a rip. Okay, I'm hitting. I'm hitting. Okay, Mysterious Vixen is here. We can see her. Nikita saw the short. Fucking fantastic. Oh. Mm-hmm. All right. I'm conscious, but I can't see letters now temporarily. All right. All right. Everyone's glad that they're here. Glad I came across this. Hopefully, I don't miss any more. Well, this is impromptu, like I said at the beginning, which you just said you weren't here for. I Just Can't Sleep with producer Mike will be a more or less a pop-up show when I legit can't sleep, which turned out tonight was a good example. So I'll turn the camera. And, well, again, I got to have something planned. You know, I went with live cams today. I don't want to overkill the stuff that we looked at. Like we looked at a beach. If I can find another cool beach where something's going on, excellent. We looked at Perry Caravello live. May have lost a couple of you when I did that because I was encouraging everyone to stop watching me and go watch PCL. Greatest show on the internet. That's a bold statement, I know, but it's an internet-based show. It's my favorite, therefore, subjectively, the best. Okay. Serious Vixen's here. That's good news. That's right. Red Rom said, producer Mike, take a hit. I just did. I see waves from Mysterious Vixen. Hey, everyone else join me in a THC hit. Let's do this again. Maybe that's what I should do when my throat gets froggy to avoid the cough. Eggnog liqueur. I don't think Mike sees that I'm here. Come on. That means that I can be extra naughty in the comments because he won't catch me. That's correct. That's how that works. Especially since I don't have any moderators. Just didn't feel like that was a necessary step yet. You know? I mean, I'm sure I could convince a few of you to be moderators for the live chats. Honestly, I just don't want the chat room moderated right now. I want it to be the Wild West. There's not a lot of Wild West chats out there anymore. Like even Perry Caravello's chat room, though it does get really spicy, they don't let you go too overboard. And there's been people who've been banned from like the chat, you know. So, you know, I'd love to get to a place with this channel where I can afford to ban people, but at this point, yeah, just those who are already banned. I have not been granted the power nor the permission to unban anyone who is banned already. And I believe it's 2 individuals. There's 2 accounts that are straight up banned. Like, I think they can watch the content, but they can't comment, they can't do anything. But unfortunately, they figured out how to email me, so fantastic. In any case, all right. It's just after the top of the hour. I want to thank each and every one of you once again. Again, Just Can't Sleep will pop up from time to time, maybe once a week, possibly twice a week. You know, there's no rhyme or reason. Just have the notification thing hit. Subscribing never killed anyone. And I'm trying to get better at saying that. Jay says I don't say it enough, and I just don't like saying it. People would subscribe, and people would hit the notification bell if they wanted to. Why does that fact seem to escape everyone on every stream? Just doesn't make any sense to me. Same with that algorithm thing. It fucking drives me fucking crazy. Anyway, you all rock. We'll see you Tuesday, right? We'll see you Tuesday for the movement. And who knows? Maybe I do a Just Can't Sleep over the weekend. We'll see how it goes. But again, you guys rock, and we'll see you. We'll see you next time. Be well. One more hit. One more hit. Oh. Oh yeah. Oh. Hell yeah. Rest well, my very good friends.